What's up, everybody? It's your boy AC, and welcome back to another edition, special Saturday morning edition of LA Sports Live. You guys see the thumbnail, you see the title, what the fuck? You see the title. Um, yeah, that was pretty bad. It's pretty bad last night. What's up to Bad Boy for Life in the chat? What's up, my brother? Yeah, it was pretty bad, bro. You know, last night the Lakers lost to Minnesota, and you know they got down and they actually made a run in that third quarter. Um, Knocked the lead all the way down to three, and then that's when the second injury with Anthony Davis went down, and then it was pretty much downhill from there. Pretty much downhill from there. Once AD went out the game because we just had no physical presence in the inside, and Vogel tried a number of different things. Although I think he waited too late. He put DJ in the game, and DJ is done, worthless. He can catch a lob here and there, and that's it. But the dude is slow of foot. He can't jump. He can't reach for rebounds. None of that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, well, let me finish what I was saying. So he puts DJ in there. DJ is slow. He can't grab rebounds. He can't hustle. These young dudes from Minnesota, they're flying all over the damn place. And it was just a wrap from there. Then he tries LeBron at center. LeBron's only going to put in so much effort, bro, because that's not his natural position, man. Come on. He's only going to put in for so much effort. And then at the last minute, I'm like, you see, DJ is useless. It's not a good idea to put LeBron at the five, man. The shit works only for a little bit against certain teams. That's it, man. Not against this team. Then he waits till about 3 or 4 minutes left. Then he decides to put in Jay Huff. I'm like, you brought the dude to the team. Why you don't use him? The Lakers got killed, massacred on the boards. I think the Lakers were I think they were out rebounded by like 20 or 30 rebounds, bro. It was just ridiculous, embarrassing. Yeah, yeah. You can hear Rhonda yelling at DJ. He's like, "What the fuck, nigga? Reach, grab a rebound, something, jump." You heard that? I heard that too, and it's like I'm like this. The only reason why he is still on the team, bro, is because there's nobody else to get right now. As far as available big man, I don't understand why the Lakers let Milwaukee get Boogie Cousins. I don't understand that. I don't understand why the Lakers let um, the Nets get James Ennis, a guy who was politicking and campaigning to be on the Lakers. I don't know why the Lakers. I mean, they just got certain things they just don't do. I don't know. So he puts Jay Huff in there, and Jay Huff looks like Bambi running around there. I've been watching him in some of the G League games. He's pretty unimpressive. Just be honest with you. He's not impressive. Well, look, to me, like I said, I watched Jay Huff in the G League, and the link is in the chat, by the way. He's pretty unimpressive, but I think he's a little bit at this point. You're right. I think he's a little bit more athletic than DJ. I'm fairly certain of that. So you brought the guy up, you might as well use him. Um, Isaiah Thomas, you know, I think he could play in the league. That's for sure. Whether it's with this team, I don't know long term, but he could definitely look. The dude is, like they say, a walking bucket. He was kind of get exploited at some points defensively, but if you wanted to add a player like him to your team, it just it would have to be on certain teams, and they have to do something to help him defensively. But I think he definitely can score and play in this league for sure. So from that standpoint, I'm glad to see him. Man, I don't know. I don't know who to get. But put like this, you talking about people that are on the street. Excuse me, people on the street. There's a reason why those people on the street not playing. I mean, there were two players right there that I just named. I don't know what Boogie's doing. I don't know what he's doing in Milwaukee. But those were two players right there, Boogie and James Ennis, that the Lakers could have used, and they chose not to get them, and other teams have them now. So I don't know, but Al Horford, bro, you want to trade for another old dude? If you didn't see anything, if you didn't notice anything, and I haven't been watching Al Horford, but the Lakers against the Timberwolves, that's just a bad matchup because they just have too many young athletic players flying all over the place. That's not a good matchup for the Lakers. I'm not saying we can't beat them, but that's just not a good matchup. But if you should have noticed anything last night, man, the Lakers looked old, slow, not athletic. And I know we had a lot of our good people out, you know, but bringing in more old people, I don't think that's going to help. Bringing in more old people, that's not going to help. Well, see, yeah, I don't know. I haven't been watching. I only watched one game with the Bucks when Boogie played that first game. I don't know, man. Like I said, most of these players that we're talking about, man, that remained unsigned once the season started. There's a reason. They just weren't good enough to cut the mustard. So there ain't nobody that we can bring off the street that's just going to make that big of a difference. And that's my other point. If you like me, you've been watching this stuff for a lot of years, a lot of different versions of the Lakers, going back all the way to the 80s and 90s, early 2000s, on up to this year. You know, when we had a good team, or if we had a decent team, and but if they had a couple things, um, little problems they need to address, we could easily identify them. Well, this team got a lot of problems. It ain't one. It ain't one little thing that could fix a lot of problems with this team. You know, a lot of people talk about firing a coach, man, and he does some dumbass shit too. You guys saw at one point we had Westbrook, Rondo, and IT in the game all at the same time, bro. That shit ain't never gonna work in our favor. I don't quite understand that lineup, but at the same time, Vogel's just rolling with what he has, man. And like I said, we actually had a chance in that game, but it's pretty much like when AD went out, they just pretty much gave up, bro. And put it like this: LeBron, he is not going to he's not going to put forward maximum effort at this point in his career. He's not going to put forward maximum effort when he knows that the deck is stacked against him, bro. LeBron is not going to put maximum effort um, when he knows the deck is stacked against him. And I don't really blame him. I was going to come on here and just rip his ass because he didn't really show up last night, but it's like he's not the oldest on the team. Carmelo's the oldest, but it's like I can't really rip LeBron. I can't really rip LeBron for not showing up when the other guys around, he's the best player, but I can't really rip him for not putting in maximum effort when everybody else is not doing it either. But at the same time, if he's supposed to be the damn leader, I gotta get my glasses, man. Hold on, I can't read the comment. Shit. Anyway, the shit starts at the top, man. If they see LeBron is not putting in maximum effort, they it's gonna be hard pressed for them dudes to put in maximum effort too, man. So the shit gets kind of contagious, man. At the top, when the dude at the top is not putting in maximum effort, and we're not even gonna mention the other dude, but we talking about the people who finished the game, LeBron and Russ. When they don't put in maximum effort, can't really expect the other guys to do it. It seems like the only guy. It seemed like the only guy. It seemed like the only guy who was putting in maximum effort last night was IT. And he's playing like his job was on the line, which it is. He's on a goddamn 10-day contract. He know his opportunities are only going to be limited, and he played like it. So, you know, but you're right. I said, nah, I ain't going to rip LeBron because at this time, in his career, we can, the thing is, LeBron knows if he goes out there, LeBron, he still wants all these damn records. And if this is what he wants to do, that's fine. So LeBron is not going to go out there and play, leave it all on the floor every damn game because he knows he still needs a couple more years to break all these damn records. So if that's the way he wants to roll, I can't really blame him for that. But bad boy, you mentioned Melo, man. To be honest with you, at this point, he's inconsistent. Melo gets exploited defensively, man. It's like this. As far as a consistent and a scoring punch off the bench, I would rather keep IT around versus Melo because at least his legs look younger and he could do more stuff than Melo. Plain and simple, he could do more stuff than Melo. Anyway, I don't know. And then, a lot of people talk crap about the Lakers. Oh, they're old. They're old. The old Chuck is calling them old geezers or whatever. And guess what, man? That shit, there's some truth to it. Well, look, look, and this has been going on since LeBron been on the damn team, man. So don't act like you have not seen LeBron pick and choose his spots, bro. I mean, come on, let's be honest. I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to, I don't have a whole lot of bad stuff to say about LeBron, but you cannot say that you don't notice him picking and choosing his spots. You know what I'm saying? That game, we just playing the damn Minnesota Timberwolves. Okay? Now, had this been, let's say, LeBron's first year here, when he was here with the kids, or even the second year in 2020, LeBron would have said, fuck it. And he would have took that game. I know how old he is. But he would have took the game over, and they would have won that game without AD. But he is not going to give maximum effort just to win one raggedy ass regular season game against the Timberwolves. So he's just not going to do it. That's just my opinion. Those are just my observations. And he's not the oldest person on the team. Melo is the oldest person on the team. So, I mean, we're all well aware how old he is. But the records, no, it is for the records too, bro. It is for the records too. He wants the records, and he needs to play a couple more years ago. And I'm not calling him a stat pattern and all that other kind of shit too. But what you got to realize is those records are important to him, bro. They are important to him. And to say that they're not important to him, I would just say it's a reach. He does want those damn records because every time he passes, hold on. Nah. Hold on. I'm just checking for any updates. Kevin Durant has entered the health and safety protocol, so maybe we won't even see his ass next week. Anyway, no, I mean, look, that's just as a difference of opinion. I'm not ripping LeBron. I'm thankful for LeBron. I'm a Lakers fan. I'm not a LeBron fan. I'm a Lakers fan. I know some of y'all like LeBron fans, but I'm a Lakers fan. So I'm happy LeBron decided to come here. He could have went other places, but no, he came here by himself the first year and came to the Lakers. So I'm not going to be talking a lot of shit about LeBron, but I just call it like I see it. LeBron wants championships, and he also wants these fucking records. Period. I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing to say that. Yeah, I mean, but look, in order to get in the playoffs, you got to win games, and in the Western Conference, you want to at least have home court at least one round. So in order to have home court one round, you got to let you got to get in the fourth seed. So the Lakers, their goal should be at least to get to the fourth seed, man. It should be to at least to get to the fourth seed so they can at least host the first round of playoffs. At least get out of the first round, and then if we can get to the semifinals, Western Conference semifinals, then you know, then may the best team win. But so with an old team like this, bro, I mean, I just is just the way I see it. I'm not gonna say that the regular season is not important, but they just not gonna. You got an old ass team like this, bro. They just are not, and it's just not LeBron. They're just not gonna be able to give maximum effort every game, every regular season game, because they just don't have the energy like these other teams. It's just my opinion. So and I don't care. I'm perfectly fine. LeBron stays and breaks the records or whatever the fuck. I don't care. That's great. But I'm just saying we cannot expect him to go out there and give maximum effort every night because yes, okay, I agree he's chasing rings, but I also believe he's chasing the records. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I don't think there's no difference. But I'm just saying, I don't think it's a bad thing to say that he's playing for the records too, because he know. Look, man, we know the records are important to him, man, and that's the end of that. So basically, we're waiting. Is what I'm in LA, so it's 8:43 local time. Local time. So, well, basically, we're just in holding pattern, waiting to hear from the Lakers or waiting to hear from Woj or Shams as far as the results of AD's MRIs. The last report we got was the X-rays. The X-rays looked okay, but they're waiting till they get to Chicago to do the MRIs. So of course, they're in Chicago now. Um, so I'm guessing we'll get word within the next 2 or 3 hours or whatever um, on what the situation is with AD and his knee or whatever, and with the MRI, and hopefully it's not a serious knee injury to AD. Um, I'm not gonna jump on here. I'm not gonna jump up here and rip AD because if you just watch the dude, you could just tell something's going on. So I don't know if it's physically, besides what happened last night. I don't know if it's physically, mentally, something going on at home at the crib, or is just something that he's just not comfortable with on this team. So there's something going on. So there's something going on with AD, and they need to find out what it is, and they need to fix it, or they need to let us know what the fuck's going on so we can get off them. Well, hell yeah, they need AD. You saw what happened. You saw what happened in the third quarter yesterday. The Lakers pussyfooted around, and then they decided to play in the third quarter. They made a run, and they cut the lead down to 3. As soon as this clown falls into AD's knee, the game got out of hand. So basically, as soon as AD left the game, the game went out of hand. So hell yeah, they need Anthony Davis. I'm not going to be one here to say they don't need him, to say he's trash. So they definitely cannot win a championship without him. Period. So I don't know what's up with him, man. I really don't know what's up with him. I think there's some things going around AD that he don't like or he's not comfortable with. There's something going on around him that he, whether it's the point guard play with Russ, and I'm not knocking Russ's play, but it's not conducive for AD. Yeah, I mean, it's like a lot of things. It's a lot of things going on. Look, go back to what happened. The word came out that um 360 they had a meeting. LeBron, AD, and Russ. They had a meeting before all this shit happened. Before even they got Russ, they had a meeting. They said they wanted to come together, and they said that they would all make sacrifices in their game. So what the fuck was the sacrifice that AD was supposed to make? Was it that he was supposed to pay the five more? I don't know if that was a plan, but he cannot deliver. If that was his sacrifice, he can't deliver on it. And it's not for a lack of trying, but he is not an everyday center, bro. He is not an everyday center, man. And just because he's big and all that kind of shit, he is not. He is just not an everyday center, man. So the Lakers need to recognize this, and then this is how the Lakers kind of fucked up. Uh, I'm just convinced he needs to have a decent center around him. I just think AD needs to have a decent center around him to do a lot of the dirty work, to do a lot of the banging, because he's just not comfortable with it. He's just not. He's just not physically fit to endure 82 games of banging. He's just, and it's not a knock on him. He's just not. So the Lakers just have to make adjustments around that shit, man. They just have to make adjustments around that. Um, anyway, so I don't know what the deal is, man. I don't know what the deal is. I'm not ready to come up here and rip Russ because as far as I'm concerned, he's holding up to his part of the deal because he's fitting in. Russ is fitting in to the best of his ability. I mean, AD and LeBron, they've played against Russ for a number of years. So they should know what kind of player he is. So he's not going to turn into another kind of player. So Russ is who he is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth trading. Okay, we know the pieces that we have to trade. So I don't know if it's worth. Is Miles Turner worth trading THT and Kendrick Nunn, and then whoever or whatever else that they will want for him? I don't know. Or I was thinking, I looked at I looked at I looked at the contract numbers, and the Lakers could actually do a Christian Wood trade. The Lakers could actually do a Christian Wood trade to bring in another center to help AD. But he's just as thin as AD. He's no bigger than AD. But the numbers with a Christian Wood trade would work. Um, I just don't know. I just don't know what else they could do because I think, assuming that AD is not hurt really bad and that he's able to continue this season, I don't know whether the priority is to get him some help down low, to get AD some help down low, or I don't know if the priority would be. Some people say we need a 3 and D guy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I was just looking at the contract, but yeah, Wood is just as slight as AD. Maybe he's a little bit more durable, but so I don't know what would the priority be. Would the priority be to bring in somebody to help AD, or would the priority be to bring in a perimeter defender? Um, Either or, and then try to help the other issues versus with the buyout market. I don't know what the priority would be. What's up, Humble? Salute to Humble TV, Sports TV. I don't know what the priority would be, but it's like it's so many fucking issues. It's like damn, it's so many things to address that we just don't know. I don't know what direction they're gonna go. It's just no easy fix with this situation and this team, man. So you know, I don't know. I don't know. It's I don't know. It's irritating, man. It's irritating. It's frustrating. I thought we were poised to make a run, but then all this health and safety shit jumped off. So maybe we should just chill, wait till after the new year. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, yeah. You're right, humble. Maybe we should just chill to after the first of the year. Everybody come back, and then we kind of can piece things back together, and then try to make another run again. But this shit is irritating. The shit is irritating, and you can see the. Sometimes I don't go on YouTube. Sometimes I don't go on TV. I don't watch the games because it's just like I'm not. This is the two highlights of my day today. I'm gonna wait and see what happens with AD. See what the injury is. Hopefully, it's not that bad. And then I'm gonna go. We're gonna go peep out Spider Man later. So those are gonna be the highlights of my day. But and hopefully there are highlights. I heard the movie is good, but I don't know what kind of news we're gonna get with AD. So I guess we just gotta cross our fingers, man, and hope everything hope everything turns out pretty good with AD and just go from there. Oh, another tweet just came through. Let's see. Nope, no news. They still talking about they still talking about Kevin Durant. Who gives a damn about Durant? Shit, we gotta worry about our own damn team. Shit. So anyway, that's it, guys. Y'all starting to drop out. So uh, I've been drinking too, bro. I have to cut that out. But anyway, so we're gonna wait, man. We're gonna wait and see. We're gonna wait and see until we get some more news about AD, and then. But I will say, if AD is out for any extended amount of time, I don't know. We'll just wait. That's why I unsubscribed to Black Skip Bayless, man. I just can't. It's like this. Any YouTuber that has a channel like mine's or whatever, um, I mean, you can know who the guys are. You know who the guys are. Anybody that has a channel like this, um, they would be lying if they said they didn't pattern some of their stuff after Ticket, or they would be lying if they said they didn't learn anything from Ticket. But I cannot stomach that dude. I just can't stomach him. For I just can't stomach him. So, all right, cool, cool. Anyhow, yeah, I gotta order me some food, man. So we'll wait and see what happens, and we get some word on AD, and then we'll jump back on and see where we go from there. Anyway, thanks for jumping in, guys. Salute to you guys. I'm at work. Let me get back to work, and I will wrap with y'all later.